It's about to go down, Dan. Here we go. Hey, these guys
making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome Bernie Smith.
Bernie Smith. Our ring announcer, Chris, came over. We were joking yesterday about calling him Backyard Bernie because he says he loves backyard activities and sports. We didn't, so it was either badass or backyard. We're going with Backyard Bernie.
Well, it's better than Weekend at Bernie's, so I'm glad you guys avoided that one.
That is very true, man. Good one. Bernie Smith fighting out of CSC. Joe Wilk got his fingerprints all over EFC 12, Dan. Dude got fighters from the top to the bottom. Bernie's been training for about 1 month, man. He said he's been sparring with a lot of tall people to prepare for this fight and to prepare for the loc that is Lorenzo Carter. He says, hey, I've been working on my range. I'm a good wrestler. I got a great wrestling background. I've wrestled for 6 years. I'm ready, man. So he's here. He wants to give a big shout out to his family.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage. Please welcome Lorenzo the Loc Carter.
Bernie Smith wants to give a big shout out to all of his family back in New York that are watching tonight on EFC 12.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey, forget about it. Here we go. And the music has returned. The Loc has brought the sounds to the ground. Once again, here we go. The Loc has resurrected the music, and we are about to get busy. Hey, Lorenzo Loc, he said, when Chris Gerhardt asked him what his style was, he said, beat that ass style. So we gonna see what it's all about tonight, baby. Hey, Loc comes in, he says, hey, the opponent changed, but the game remains the same. Big Will, I'm coming in, and I'm about to do work. He said, it's JMTK for life, and we about to get action tonight. You can see Andy Zerker getting him juiced up right now. He says, look, I want to see how much faster I got. He said, man, I've been working on hitting mitts with Stephen Wynn. He said, I've been sparring with monsters, getting super fast, man. He says, tonight, I want to see how fast I really am and how much I've improved. He says, I love my daughter Lyric and all the hard training her daddy did. She deserved to see her daddy win tonight.
And he's been working a lot on takedown defense. And if I were a betting man, which I am, which we'll be doing after this show right outside the casino, he's going to need it against a guy from Joe Wilk's gym. They like to take things to the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for 3 rounds in the EFC featherweight division and is brought to you by Mel Hamilton Ford, Orko, and Hanson and Wright. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a perfect record of 1 win and no losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Combative Sports Center by way of Manhattan, Kansas. Please welcome Bernie Smith. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker with an amateur record of 2 wins and 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of JMTK by way of Wichita, Kansas. Please welcome Lorenzo the Loc Carter. Your referee in charge of the action, Robert Hastings.
All right, Dan, our feature bout on our amateur card, Lorenzo the Loc Carter versus Backyard Bernie Smith. It's about to get active, Dan. Here we go. Lorenzo in the white.
Nobody's nicknames are safe here.
Ooh.
You come to the show with a nickname, we invent new ones for you.
Yes, we will give you a new name here in the EFC. See both guys coming out, trying to throw some shots, establish dominance.
This should be Bernie's strong suit. Shorter, stockier, heavier.
And this is exactly what Lorenzo has worked on, is his takedown defense, because he knows. He said, look, if I'm down on the ground, I got to get him up quick. He does not want to end up on the ground.
He's tall, he's flexible. He almost got those knees, even though it bent nearly in half, almost got those knees up to Bernie's forehead. That's something that Bernie saw and corrected himself.
He's getting caught with some heavy knees right there.
Seeing those knees in his face made him change his posture slightly, which allowed Lorenzo to reposition himself into a stronger position up against the cage wall, which initially was Bernie's strong suit. Though now Zoe is on his back, so we'll see what he does with it here. And we'll see if Bernie is able to capitalize.
Bernie in full guard right here. See what he can do with it then. And this is exactly where Lorenzo did not want to find himself, especially late here in the beginning of the fight here in round number 1.
See Bernie working a lot of short strikes to the rib cage and to the face of Lorenzo Carter. Carter looking very composed. Slowly trying to work his way up. Looks like he might be thinking about a triangle.
He can get the position. Oh my goodness!
But
Bernie just basically.
That arm is still inside. That arm is still inside, and that actually.
That looks tight.
Yeah,
that looks tight.
He's got to get that arm across to improve that position, but he's very close. A lot of times those slams work against you. They look cool, but a lot of times they just ruin your position.
Trying to cut out the circulation to the brain.
Yep. He's got to get that arm across. He's got to move the hips.
See,
he's still got a lot of things. He can transition to an arm bar. He can keep working that triangle. He's got it tight. He's just got to get the arm and the head in the right position.
10 seconds to go.
Squeeze those knees together.
Can Bernie outlast the clock?
Now an inverted triangle.
Oh, he tapped! He tapped!
Wow.
1 second in!
The buzzer.
He tapped with 1 second to go! He can't be saved by the bell!
Oh, my goodness.
Lorenzo took him out!
Oh, my.
And put him to sleep!
Joe Wilk almost can't believe it. He's like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, my goodness! Wow!
The commission reassuring. No, he tapped right before the buzzer.
I was watching the clock, and he started tapping with 1 second to go.
Lorenzo Carter all smiles. He's like, I just submitted a guy.
Wow. I think that even caught Lorenzo off guard, man.
Bernie Smith obviously extremely disappointed. He obviously had no clock awareness there. Yeah. Had he known if it was 1 more second, he would have hung on. He would have passed out before he tapped at 1 second.
Then I said, can he beat the clock? And he couldn't hold off for that last 10 seconds. Wow!
Great performance by Lorenzo Carter.
Lorenzo sunk it in, and he tapped him with 1 second to go.
And Joe Wilk coming inside the cage to talk to his fighter. Actually, all smiles because he's been through this 1,000 times. Hey, man, he knows that is fighting. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes you lose in that last 1/2 a second, but you can't let it get you down. You just got to go back to the gym, get back in the lab, and start working on your craft. That's all you can do. Show's over. That's all you can do. But great job to Lorenzo Carter. Excellent submission. Fantastic win. Way to really cap off this amateur undercard. You know, it's been interesting, to say the least.
Yes.
But I was really happy with that, how that went. You know, if you had to put it on paper, that was probably not how a lot of people saw this fight going. The striking gym, quote unquote, versus the grappling gym, quote unquote, and the striking gym submits the grappling gym. That's fighting.
Definitely a shocker.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 59 seconds into the very first round, declaring your winner by submission due to triangle choke, Lorenzo the Loke Carter.
Oh, man.
Absolutely unbelievable.
I don't know if you saw it, Bernie. Bernie, I mean, he knows he obviously lost, but as they were doing the announcement for Lorenzo, he just kind of shook his head. He goes, man, what the heck happened?
1 second.
What the heck happened?
1 second you're here, and the next minute you're taking a L.
Yeah.
Damn. That's rough. That's a rough night for Bernie Smith.
And a great night for
It's a hell
Zoe
of
Carter.
a win for Zoe Carter as he gets the victory here to wrap up our amateur card of